Hello everyone, my name is Robert, and welcome back to our channel. It is said that if you lose your wealth, nothing is really lost because you can earn it back. If you lose your health, something is lost because even when you recover, there will be scars or lasting effects on your body from the illness. But they also say that if you lose your character, you lose everything. In that case, you are left with nothing. No wealth, no healthy body, and no character. Today's story is similar. To hear the full story, keep watching this video to find out what happened, who the accused was, and what actions were taken. This is a story from Punjab. There is a city called Ferozepur in Punjab, and near it is a village named Sultanwala. In this village lived a family, and the head of this family was Wazir Singh. His wife was Balwant Kaur, their son was Janrail Singh, and their daughter-in-law's name was Saroj Rani. The family lived together happily. They did farming very well, and their household was peaceful. There was no shortage of money, and they lived comfortably. There were no quarrels in the house, and they lived joyfully. But suddenly, an incident took place that shocked the entire family, and you could say, the whole village as well. This story is from 2024. One morning, the family wakes up and notices that Balwant Kaur's room door is not opening. Everyone becomes worried as they try to figure out why the door is stuck. After spending quite some time attempting to open the door, they finally manage to unlock it and rush inside. To their shock, they find that Balwant Kaur has committed suicide. They are bewildered because she was a calm woman with no apparent tension, disputes, or quarrels in the family. Why would she suddenly decide to take such a drastic step? The family quickly brings her down and rushes her to the hospital. Upon arrival, the doctors check her and inform the family that Balwant Kaur has passed away. She is no longer in this world. Meanwhile, someone had informed the police about the incident. Upon hearing the news, the police arrive promptly and begin investigating. Since it appears to be a suicide, the police start questioning the family members. According to them, everything was fine, with no issues or conflicts. So why did she take her life? The police then begin questioning neighbors, asking if there had been any fights or arguments between Balwant Kaur and her family, or if anyone had said anything hurtful to her. Perhaps she ended her life out of anger or sadness. However, the neighbors respond that they had never witnessed any such disputes, not only within the family, but even with anyone in the village. Balwant Kaur always interacted with them kindly and politely. They had lived there for many years and had never seen any signs of trouble. When the police questioned the family again, they confirm that there had been no arguments or tensions at home, and everyone got along well. Neither their son nor daughter-in-law, nor the husband himself, had ever spoken harshly to Balwant Kaur. Hearing this, family members are also troubled, wondering what could have upset Balwant so much, or what sorrow she had that led her to end her life. The police then told the family, "We need to file a report. Think carefully if anything happened at home that might have caused her distress or sadness. If not, we will have to conduct the investigation in our own way." The family kept insisting that nothing had happened at home, so they didn't know what to say. In such cases, the police conduct their investigation and seek the help of the family. Inquiring about them, during this investigation, the police discover something that shocks not just the family, but the entire village. The investigation traces back to the year 2019. In 2019, Wazir Singh and Balwant Kaur's son, Janrail Singh, was 24 years old. The family thought that since he was now 24, it was time to arrange his marriage. They reached out to their relatives and several proposals came through. Among them, they liked Saroj Rani's proposal the most. Saroj Rani was very beautiful, educated, spoke well, and was an excellent cook. After hearing all these positive things, the family believed that she would be a perfect fit for their household. So, they decided to get their son married to Saroj Rani. Then, just like that, the wedding took place. And after the marriage, Saroj Rani went to live at her in-laws' house. Now, the family was very happy because they had a daughter-in-law, and their son had a wife. They were all living happily together. One day, something happened. There was a boy living in a house near the family's home, and his name was also Janrail Singh. Interestingly, Saroj Rani's husband's name was also Janrail Singh, and the boy living nearby was named the same. When a new bride arrives in the village, neighbors often come to see her. So, the neighbor boy, Janrail Singh, also started visiting. Whenever he visited, he would ask Saroj, "Sister-in-law, do you have any problems or needs? If you need anything, please let me know." Saroj would laugh and reply, "For those things, your elder brother is here. If I need anything, I will tell my husband." But the neighbor boy would insist, "Stop troubling my brother. If you need something, just tell me. I am always ready to help." Saroj began to like his attention. She felt it was nice that someone cared so much about her and didn't want to see her in any trouble. He would constantly come and ask if she needed anything. So Saroj also started thinking well of him. After that, she began telling him things like, "I feel like eating this today." And the boy would quickly bring whatever she wanted without the family suspecting a thing. When Saroj saw that no one in the house had found out that she was getting food from the neighbor boy, she was happy. Their conversations and interactions increased, and they began to grow closer. One day, Saroj received a phone call, and when she picked it up, it was from the neighbor boy. On the phone, he confessed his love to her. After hearing this, Saroj should have scolded him, but instead, she didn't say anything. She simply laughed, listened to him, and hung up the phone. The next day, when he called again, she picked up and continued talking to him. In this way, indirectly, Saroj also gave her consent, and now their relationship began to progress. They started meeting in the kind of places in the village where no one would notice them. They met at home when no one was around, and their meetings became more frequent. When they met in the village, people from the neighborhood had seen them several times in situations that were similar to how a boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife are seen together. Initially, people discussed among themselves, wondering, what is she, their daughter-in-law, doing with this boy? Eventually, the women in the village got wind of it, and they shared the story with their friends. And slowly, the whole village came to know that Saroj was having an affair with the boy next door. On the other hand, Balwant Kaur, who was known for her very good nature, was extremely kind-hearted. The villagers often praised her personality, saying they had never seen a woman as sociable and friendly as her. She always spoke with love and was always ready to help others. If there was a function at someone's house, she would go there to help out. And if anyone needed her, she was always willing to assist. She would visit houses to help, or just to spend time. People would often say, "Balwant is such a good woman. God has been unkind in giving her such a bad daughter-in-law." Balwant Kaur began to wonder, why are people saying such things about my daughter-in-law? She is very good, always takes care of us, never lets us lack anything, and does all the housework while talking kindly with us. So why are they speaking like this? Then Balwant Kaur started asking the people around, "Why are you speaking this way about my daughter-in-law?" Initially, when she confronted people, they would backtrack and say, "We were just talking. It's nothing like that." But the idea stuck in Balwant Kaur's mind that something was indeed going on with her daughter-in-law, causing the villagers to speak this way. So, Balwant Kaur began asking those close to her, people she trusted, and they told her that her daughter-in-law had an illicit relationship with a boy named Janrail Singh, which is why the villagers were gossiping. When Balwant Kaur heard this, she was extremely shocked and disturbed. She couldn't believe that this girl, who lived so well in her home and interacted with her kindly, could be involved in such actions. When she witnessed it with her own eyes, she had no choice but to accept that the villagers were telling the truth. One day, Balwant Kaur called Saroj and advised her, "Daughter, don't do such things. The villagers are speaking ill of you, and this will lead to disgrace. You won't like it when your reputation is ruined." Instead of understanding, Saroj sat down defiantly and spoke to her mother-in-law in a way that Balwant Kaur never expected. Left with no other option, Balwant Kaur called Saroj's mother and explained, "Your daughter is doing such things here, and if you can talk some sense into her, it would be good. It would save the family's reputation, and if these things come out in the open, the family will fall apart. We might have to send Saroj back to you." Saroj's mother responded by saying, "Let whatever is happening, happen. Don't stress about it." Hearing this, Balwant Kaur became even more distressed because even Saroj's mother was aware of her daughter's affair. Balwant Kaur was extremely troubled, feeling that she couldn't understand her daughter-in-law Saroj. Nor could she speak to Saroj's mother because she had already tried both, but neither approach worked. She became even more distressed because whenever she went out in the village, people would advise her, "You are such a good person. Why is your daughter-in-law so bad? You should teach her not to ruin the atmosphere of the village." When Balwant's patience finally broke, she decided that she could no longer endure the shame and decided to end her life. When the full story came to light, the police were unsure what to do because neither Saroj, her neighbor boy, nor Saroj's mother directly harmed Balwant. It was concluded that Balwant had died by suicide. Now, the police have filed a case against Saroj and her neighbor for allegedly inciting Balwant's suicide. However, it seems difficult to prove the case is strong enough to send anyone to jail, as Balwant had taken her own life by her own will, and no one else was directly responsible. So this was today's story. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. We hope you enjoyed the content and found it valuable.